Welcome to Massive Beers. My name is Matt. We do the beer stuff here. Collab hopefulness up in this piece in the form of Autodidact Brewing and Wild East Brewing. This is their Sea Foam Grain. As you can see, this is a dry hopped Pilsner, a New Zealand dry hop Pilsner with Nectaron hops. Actually went to Autodidact. First day of the Premier League. Arsenal winners. Met up with my. Ooh, there we go. This isn't. Oh, okay. Met up with my buddy Vinny. We ended up going to Oak Flower for the match and ended up going on Autodidact, and they had this beer there. But before I could even buy some, my boy Vinny gave me one. He gave me a 4-pack. This is one of them. This is the first one of the 4 that he's diving into. I've had a couple Wildies, had a ton of Autodidact, one of my favorite breweries in Jersey, so we're kind of pumped to dive into this sucker, see where we're at, give it a little whirl. And I mean, it looks like a hazy pale if you kind of look at it as this like soft little haze to it. So more like a hoppy lager kind of vibe. Kind of makes sense. So that golden straw color to it with that soft little haze to it, soft little carbonation, just under half a pinky finger of head. I mean, it looks the part of a kind of a crafty kind of Pilsner. So, it's so autumny out, my mom, wow, Freudian slip there. My wife just texted me, so yes, it is, very much so. So yeah, looks the part. Let's see what it smells like. Yeah, just screaming with those hops, man. Screaming with a rich kind of it's a spicy New Zealand hop, not too ranky dank, but it has that kind of spiciness to it, that little bit of scalliony, little bit of kind of weediness to it. Nothing too crazy, not like West Coast, like kind of like those nice Southern Hemisphere hops. And there's this like little bit, I want to say, of almost like peachy pear kind of thing going on in it. Quite nice, soft little sweetness kind of fluttering around in there, but it's very much a hop forward beer. You give it a nose, talking about a 5.2% hoppy Pilsner. It smells like a nice hoppy jam. The lager part of the show, we'll find out in a taste. So let's just jump into that sucker, see what we got. Cheers, y'all. That's so good. See, this is where these hoppy pilsners kind of blur the line for me between a hoppy pils and almost like a not an imperial pale lager, but like a hoppy pale ale. It has the cleanliness of pilsner, so you know why you're getting or what you're getting. You know what the kind of beer it is, but it's the way the hops kind of shine in this sucker that really showed through. So you get this nice sweetness, not overly big, something elevated above what you get from a typical Pilsner, probably brewed that way to kind of hold up to kind of that hop onslaught. Again, let me see up. Hop onslaught, we're talking about 5.2%, not double IPA level stuff here. And when you flip the script from those malts, which, you know, a little elevated sweetness, like you said, nothing too crazy, very Pilsner level, but just a little bit beefier, just a skosh. And then you jump on that hop side of things, it is just a rich. Again, I go with that kind of peachy peariness to it, which I don't throw pear out all that often, so when I get it, I get quite hot and bothered. And then that New Zealand through and through, a little bit of scalliony, not oniony, not garlicky, not ranky dink, but a little scalliony, little weedy greenness, and almost like unkept lawny weedy greenness, not like a super danky, like smoking weed kind of greenness. The super well made package. I mean, there's really nothing as far as negativity goes here, as far as heft or density. This beer's not all that old, 3 weeks, but it really does have this nice kind of like marriage between a low ABV kind of hazy pale with that way those hops kind of show, but then that cleanliness and snappiness, not necessarily crispy boy status level, but snappiness of a lager. And again, super well made, super clean, super drinkable. This is a super tasty beer. Super hop expressive, but at the same time, you know, 5.2%, it's above what you'd call sessionable level, but at the same time, man, it's really drinkable. And honestly, I could crush a few of these. Good thing I have a few. I got one of these. Actually, didn't know I got it from Vinny. Picked up a 4-pack of this on my way out and went, hey, no, I have 5. Now I know. Now I know. Well, I kind of knew because I had some at the brewery, but out of a can. Now I know it is just an epically tasty jam. Just my kind of beer through and through. Low ABV, hop forward expressiveness, but not super heavy on the palate. That lager kind of a drinkability to it. It just checks all those boxes. And honestly, is one of the better kind of Americanized pilsners I've had as of late. If I'm really going to define this, I'm going to toss out that kind of Americanized version of a Pilsner because it really just elevates it beyond what you typically get from a classic Euro-style Pils. Not in a negative way. I mean, we're not kind of getting so outside of the realm of Pilsner. It's not a Pilsner anymore. Yeah, a little Venn diagramming with that pale ale like I was talking about. But at the same time, we're getting just these luscious hops and this really well-made beer. Yeah, absolutely one of the better Americanized Pilsners. Is it Mount Rushmore status, though? I'm going to say yes. For a hoppy Americanized style Pilsner, this is definitely one of the better ones I've had as late. Worthy of being a Mount Rushmore status. We'll toss it on out there. And just leave you with price and availability. It's Autodidact, it's Clab, it's a Pils. I think this is like 17 for a 4, 18 for a 4. And just leave you with, if you like what will you like this? I've actually seen this outside of the brewery too, so it's not something you can... select stores can get this, let's put it that way. And leave you with, if you like what will you like this? If you like that Americanized style Pils, if you like that hop expression and that really well done kind of lager base, especially when it comes to those New Zealand jams, and you like that little bit of pear vibes, at least I'm getting it, then you'll dig this. So there you go. Review in a bucks. Hopefully you enjoyed. Massive Beers, if you want to check me out through the social media stuff, Beer Massive for the podcasting stuff. And Autodidact, Wild East. Have you been to the breweries? Autodidact I've had. Or I have. Have you had their beers? I've had both. Have you had this beer? Very fun stuff. Let me know if you've had this. Down below, your thoughts, the whole fun, the whole nine, the whole thing, kit and caboodle, shebang, all those descriptors. Let's talk about it down there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little hoppy Pils right now. Hope to see you next time. Cheers, y'all.